Hey, what's going on guys? It's Dazs here. One concept I want to cover for next week is chatting about the differences in pulling rate for mice. But today, I want to talk about a question I get asked a ton. I really decided to move this topic sooner, is how do I get better? People always complain they just get a response, just practice. Then they get confused or frustrated on what's next. How is the answer so simple to just practice? That is why I have this series and why I'm going to help you break down the simple answer and how you practice. No matter your platform, practice is the fundamentals for anyone, and it seems like common sense. While it is common sense, why are so many failing at practice? It is because we're all seeking answers and want instant gratification. The type of person we are all looking to is to get six-pack abs in only 5 minutes workout type of technique. Those who put in the work in, it always shows. Talent is never built from nothing. Even a child who we believe is a prodigy is just a child who was obsessed with a certain topic and wanted nothing more than to learn. Time doesn't become a factor when you're yearning for nothing but knowledge. Really, the reality is that practice takes time and is not something that can be rushed. No matter your talent, we all start from a certain percentage of the goal we want to achieve. Some have a head start because of their talent. But with practice, those who are not as smart or not as talented can achieve literally the same results. Let us briefly redefine talent. Talent is somebody who has put in the work but did not realize they put in the work. As we mentioned prior, it was done out of pure inspiration. That inspiration always does meet a stopping point because we always need to do something we don't want to, and that comes into practice. So we go back to your favorite pro of any subject, and when you get that frustrating answer when you ask how to get better, and the response is always, just practice. It means being realistic in your approach and being diligent. This might come as a bit of a harsh reality when it comes to improving in anything we all do in life, but nothing comes overnight. Practice is actually more effective in spurts of pure dedicated focus on a skill or talent you wish to build. Rather than practicing for 5 hours straight and forcing it, you cannot forcefully practice this way as it does have negative results and effects. For your brain to retain information, you need to practice in those dedicated spurts. This will go into your long-term memory more effectively, and naturally there's only so much information your brain can retain in a single day. It also helps avoid building bad habits. If you practice too long during sessions, you start to burn out and you start to develop bad habits. And bad habits are actually harder to break than good habits. Remember, sleep and a healthy lifestyle are more important to helping you build a skill you want to actually build. In this case, what we're talking about is aim. The next question those individuals have after hearing this is, well, how do I practice? This may seem like a common sense answer as well, but we all need guidance. It's why we're here, and it's why I'm sharing my own experiences as well. This is where people go to a coach and locate the issues you cannot see or help expedite the process. In modern day, we record gameplay or ourselves to find the problem. But it requires that mental capacity to critique ourselves and give ourselves harsh criticism and then still find ourselves to be motivated after, which is very difficult to do. If you want to be better at guitar, let's say you want to switch chords much faster. Well, the answer is really practice the transition between chords and do so diligently until you can speed up. It's hard because we know this can take ages when we really want to do it now. The same concept applies to aim in any platform. Are you having issues with pre-aiming, drag shots, speeding up target acquisitions? This is really a mechanical thing to practice, and by repetition, or as we discussed, practice, you will improve. Again, this is not anything to do with platform. There's always a way to practice. One example, I had a console player express they cannot practice on PC as PC has more tools like Aim Hero or Kovacs. The response is simple. You go into a test range and you practice. You find an empty server to your specific game or map and do drills. Tools, yes, do make things easier, but there's nothing more than good old-fashioned practice and hard work that where there's a will, there's a way. Also, another way is to make things more difficult, so when in a live environment, it becomes a lot easier. This is where creativity meets practice and invokes inspiration. It is why others succeed and others fail. A basketball player who goes to the beach and runs in the sand to give himself more resistance, so when he's on the basketball court, his movement feels much easier. The response one usually gets is, well, I don't have a beach. Yes, that might be true, but there are other resources to help you grow and build. These are excuses, and excuses are what really hold you back to your true potential. Not all basketball players can go to the beach to drill movements and become stars. Everyone finds drills and practice that help them, and your practice and drills will evolve. I myself have been doing practice sessions like this by setting my monitor to 24 Hz to make things more difficult. In the long run, in theory, this should help me improve at an accelerated rate once I'm actually playing at a higher Hertz. I'll showcase my examples in a later video, but this really highlights experimentation and curiosity. I mean, it's why you're watching this video, and how you have the same inspiration and hardworking mentality. I really do hope you found this video helpful, and how you approach practice and how you should be more effective by being diligent, patient, creative, but also highly focused in your practice sessions by doing them in short spurts and not over practicing to develop bad habits, because you do not want to build bad habits, because again, I want to reiterate and head on as hard as possible, bad habits are harder to break than it is to build ones, so build them correctly. In future videos, next test may be looking outside of the bare mechanics, and we'll focus more on positioning as well once we get done with the Improve Your Aim series. Remember all factors, and always record your gameplay to improve. Aim is really just the start, and there are many factors that come to a first-person shooter. I really look forward to exploring all this with you as we grow together in improving your aim. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and leave a like if you're also going to be practicing to get towards your goals and to what you want to achieve. Bye guys!